Welcome back to News Geelong. We start off our sports segment in the Ballerine Football League, where we caught up with Barwon Heads coach Peter O'Connor.
Round one of Ballerine Football League, and the match down at Anglesea versus Barwon Heads at Alameda Reserve. A 94-point win to Barwon Heads. Peter O'Connor, a happy smiling coach after a great round one win, Peter.
Yeah, certainly. We came down hoping to win, but not to win by 94 points, so very pleased, yeah.
Got out of the blocks very quickly. You kicked 8 goals to 4 in the first quarter. You kicked 4 in the second, 4 in the third, and 6 in the last. So you've kicked 2 10-goal halves.
Yeah, look, pretty consistent. We had that last year. We could kick big scores, but we couldn't defend and win games with big scores even. So to actually, it was more pleasing that they kicked and kept them to 7 goals rather than our kicking 20-odd. So that was good. And
a good day for the club all round. The Colts taking out the points, the reserves taking out the points, and the seniors taking out the points. So good start to the Dow season.
Oh, it is. Look, and it's great for the club. We've got about 60 or 70 senior players registered. We've got 35 under 18. So the club itself's in really healthy condition, and to get away with 3 wins is a fantastic effort and good start for the season.
Younger players, there seem to be a lot of younger players from both sides out there today, but you seem to have recruited well, and you've got a very good running midfield, and your instructions in the last quarter break, push yourself and run them off their legs. I think that's what you did for the whole 4 quarters.
Yeah, we did. We did. We picked up about 6 or 7 midfielders this year, which is where we were pretty weak last year. We had a good back line, a good forward line, but working the midfield, we picked up, through mates of mates, we picked up 5 or 6 blokes who can run and use the ball pretty well, and in the end kick goals for us as well, so it was terrific.
You mentioned your back line, a very good tight job, particularly on Lucas Murphy, who we know is a very capable goal kicker. And one stage there in the second quarter and in the third quarter, he was moving himself up the ground, basically, from what I could see, having a look around the ground at what the competition was like.
Yeah, look, I think he tried to do and get a bit of a spark himself, put himself on the ball, but Ed Mitchell, our full-back, is a very, very solid backman, and he rarely gets beaten, and he relishes playing against players like Lucas, so he was up for the day and he did really well, so I was really pleased for him.
Peter, you're a football prodigy. Where do you come from?
I played all my football in the amateurs with North Old Boys in A grade back in the 70s and 80s, and then after I coached at a couple of clubs, and my last stint was at St Bernard's in A grade amateurs as well. So mainly amateur football, and I moved down here 7 years ago and got involved with Barwon Heads.
And you've got involved with a very good club and a very solid club. People like, Joffa Miles is a great example of the type of people you've got around the club. President Errol Flynn, a great club.
Yeah, great club. Joffa's a great bloke. Errol great. Gyprock is fantastic as well. We've got really good, solid blokes that have been there for a long time, and that helps. The stability helps, and we've got a good bunch of supporters and a great committee this year. Probably about 13 people on the committee, which is almost unheard of, and they all do work. So we're starting to build, we hope, a strong club for the community.
I know it's an old cliche, but a week at a time.
A week at a time, yeah. We've got Port next week, and we'll just try and get a win at home and kick our season off at home well, and after that we've got a pretty tough run, so we need to get a couple of wins early.
Port Arlington recruited well. They've got a new coach, and down at the Howard Harmer Oval in Ewing Blythe Drive in Barwon Heads, love to say it like that, it'll be a very good battle.
It will be a good battle, although someone told me they were 10 goals down today, so maybe Newcombe might be a bit better than we think, but we'll certainly won't take them lightly, that's for sure.
And one final question, you seem to win the ball well out of the centre. Your big men played well and fed the little blokes very well, who took and capitalised on that running ability.
Yeah, Eddie Earthmine on the ruck was fantastic, and then Jed Holland went in to chop him out. But we've worked really hard over the last 2 years with the midfield to get a bit of a system going. We had Tony Brown here last year, and he started the ball rolling, and we're delivering that in spades now because we picked up a few blokes that can play, and we've got pretty good systems.
We continue our Ballerine Football League segment talking to Torquay coach Craig McCorn after his side's victory over Mottawarri.
Spring Creek Reserve alive and well. And Craig McCorn joins us happy and well with the Tiger smile after a big win over Mottawarri in round one of Ballerine Football League. Well done, Craig. A good start to the season already.
Yeah, it's a great start, Graham, and the boys have worked really hard in the pre-season, and it's just great to get that reward. The Motters football are really good, and they play really well, and they spread really well from the contest, and it's great for our boys to really hold strong and get up by 5 or 6 goals, which is great.
How important, Craig, is it to win the first game of the season, given that as players you've put in a heck of a lot of work in pre-season and living up to that opening day?
I think it's really important, especially the work you do and the anticipation. You don't know how good they're going to be. You don't know how good we're going to be. Everyone's recruited pretty well. You just don't know how good the kids are going to be as well. So it's just great to get the 4 points in the end, which is fantastic.
And as a playing coach, it puts extra weight on your shoulders, as against Mottawarri with the old postman himself in Matty Sproul. A good battle on the coaching brains?
Yeah, I think so. And look, Sproul's a great coach, and he's been around a long time, and I really respect him as a coach and as a person. He's got the boys up and about, and I think they'll still be really, really competitive throughout the year. They'll be in the top 5 easily. It's just a matter of where they finish, but they've got some good players, and they've got some good players coming back as well.
And of course, special today at Spring Creek Reserve with the opening day of football at this magnificent new facilitisation of your stand and your club rooms, and the whole ground is just in magnificent presentable condition.
Yeah, look, we haven't trained here much over the pre-season because of that reason. They want the VFL game tomorrow really tip-top, and the rooms are sensational. We had a bit of a hit and miss year last year with our rooms. We were all over the place. We were training at different facilities, but now we're back home, which is great, and hopefully the supporters will support us all the way through the year as well.
And again, does that produce a settling factor to you and your players, knowing that you've got a full season of home and away games, knowing that you're going to be playing them at Spring Creek Reserve, knowing that the supporters are going to be here each week that you're at home?
I think so, and I think the boys really relish that as well. They really like winning at home because you've got that supporter base, and you know every club hates losing when they're at home. But I think we've got that. You know, the ground's a bit different. It's a big ground, and we play it reasonably well, we think. So it's a home ground advantage for sure.
So you got out of the blocks reasonably well. Where did you think you won it overall? Your consistency over the 4 quarters, a little bit of inaccuracy by Motto at goal, but you must have played well across the whole 4 quarters to your satisfaction.
Yeah, look, it was pretty patchy, to be honest. I'm probably a pretty negative coach as well. There was a few negative things in there, but our back line was sensational. I think Adam Bird down back to hold Nathan Saunders to 1 goal, and all the young boys really, really stepped up down there. Paul Birchall and Nelson Brown had cracking games, and that back line's just sensational, and that won us the game for sure.
So we can, in your expectations, we can look forward to a very solid season from Torquay, and I would say without any doubt at this stage you certainly would be a Final 5 prospect, even after only 1 game. I mean, before the 1 game you were still there with the names of the players, but given the pre-season and the way you've come out of this game today and the draw the way it's planned, it looks a good year for Torquay Tigers.
Yeah, look, we hope so. We put the processes in place to hopefully be the best we can, win as many games as we can throughout the year to end up in the top 5. That's the aim. Of course it is, as every club is. We feel we've got the list. We feel we've got the numbers. We always have good numbers here, and hopefully we keep winning. That's the aim.
And finally, are you happy with the depth that you've got around the club at the present time? You've got the numbers. Have you got the depth satisfactory to maintaining the pressure as a top 5 Ballerine Football League side? That's
always the issue at Ballerine. I think the depth is always a problem. With our under-18s from last year, I think the 4 best players in the reserves were under-18s from last year, and they can really play. So they'll get their opportunities probably next week. There's a few guys away, so they'll get the opportunities, and the depth is fantastic from a senior point of view.
Thanks for that, boys. We'll go to a break. Remember to find us on Twitter @NewsGeelong31 or visit our Facebook page.